Good afternoon and welcome to the Broome County Vision. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for our nation's colors, presented by the Binghamton Police Department Honor Guard. Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem, performed by Binghamton High School seniors Francis Otero and Richard Testa.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Nice job. That was awesome. Now please welcome the seniors from the Rod Serling School of Fine Arts as they perform our alma mater.
Binghamton High, our alma mater,
Graduates, you may be seated. Welcome, graduates, families, and friends, to Binghamton High School's 2026 Commencement Ceremony. My name is Samantha Dalmolin, proud president of the graduating class of 2026. It is my honor to stand before you today as the MC of this ceremony. On behalf of the class of 2026, we thank everyone who is joining us today, and more importantly, all those who have supported us throughout our time in the Binghamton City School District. Please join me in welcoming the President of the Binghamton City School District Board of Education, Mr. Steve Seepersod.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are we doing? I think we're all awake now. We got the confetti at the beginning. Usually they save that for the very end. And I love graduation day, and it's such a pleasure to be here to speak on behalf of the Board of Education. And before I get into my remarks, I just want to take time to recognize the members of the Board of Education who are here in attendance this afternoon, and here because they support every single one of you and they support our families. So I'm going to call each one individually, and as I say your name, please stand up and be recognized. The first one is Vice President Carrie Button. Mary Ann Callahan. Shante Middleton. Albert Penna. And Jazula Santos. Congratulations to all of you, the class of 2026 of Binghamton High School. The hard work is all done, and now is the time to celebrate with your family and your friends, and I really hope this is a day that all of you will remember forever. In education here in the state of New York, a phrase that's starting to be said a lot is portrait of a graduate, and it has to do with what high school graduates within the state are going to be and what they're going to look like from here on out. And we've kind of changed the name of it a little bit here in Binghamton because we always have to do things our way. And so we call it Portrait of a Patriot. You're going to be a patriot forever, but what does that even really mean? Being a patriot is not just a persona that you put on for 4 years of being in high school. It's so much more than that. And as you're going to find out, it's really about the way that you carry yourself out into the world, the way that you show up for yourselves day after day, and the way that you show up for other people. After today, you, the class of 2026, we're all going to be taking our own separate paths, and that's going to look very different for all of us. And that's the beauty of it, is that you get to write the story from here on out. You get to do it your way. It's not what your parents tell you, not what your neighbor tells you. The person sitting to the left or to the right, they're going to follow their own path just as you are. Maybe it's college, maybe it's trade school, maybe it's serving our country in the armed forces, or going right into the workforce, or taking a gap year, whatever it is. Always set goals for yourself. Life is so much more interesting when there's something to try for, and it doesn't matter how old you get, that phrase is definitely true, it remains true for your lifetime. And when you can, make time to volunteer. You'll be surprised at how it changes you and the community around you. Some amazing people have walked through the hallways of the Binghamton High School, the same hallways that you've walked for 4 years. And trust me when I say, they are all rooting for your success. The Binghamton High School Alumni Network has doctors, lawyers, scientists, educators, elected officials, including the mayor of Seattle, Washington, and this fall we're going to have a player in the National Football League. So I hope you feel inspired by that. That's the portrait of a patriot. Go home after everything is done today, look at yourself in the mirror and say, this is the portrait of a patriot. Always working on yourself, achieving great things, and giving back to this amazing community that has supported you. Enjoy the day, celebrate, know that your family is proud of you, and that all of us here on the school board are proud of you. Thank you, God bless, and go Patriots.
Thank you, Mr. Seepersod. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Tanya Thompson.
Well, good afternoon, teachers, families, friends, and most importantly, our graduating class of 2026. There's a story that most of us know by heart. There have been over 40 movies made based on it. And whether it's the original Golden Standard with Judy Garland from 1939, or the most recent Wicked series, it's about a girl from Kansas who's swept up in a storm and dropped into a world that is strange and wondrous and sometimes terrifying. She spends the entire journey through enchanted forests, emerald cities, the lions and witches and fields of flowers that put her asleep, chasing one thing: home. And at the very end, Glinda the Good Witch tells her something that stops her cold. You've always had the power to go back to Kansas. Dorothy looks at her bewildered. Why didn't you tell me this before? Because you wouldn't have believed me. You had to learn it yourself. Class of 2026, that is your story too. When you walked into Binghamton High School for the first time, it didn't feel like home. It felt big and full of people who all seemed to already know each other. You were handed a schedule, pointed down a hallway, and left to find your own way. But something happened between then and now. You likely found your people or something new. Maybe it was the friend who saved you a seat before you even asked. Maybe it was a teacher who noticed that you were struggling and stayed after class. Maybe it was a club, a team, or a lunch table. Or maybe it was something that you discovered within yourself. Somewhere between freshman orientation and your last day of school, Binghamton High School stopped being a school you attended and became a place that you belonged to. Belonging is not the same as comfort. Let me say that again because it's important. Belonging is not the same as comfort. Now, Dorothy belonged in Kansas, but she had to travel and sometimes struggle along the way to understand it. You have belonged here, but belonging asked something of you. It asked you to show up when you were exhausted. It asked you to raise your hand when you weren't sure of the answer. It asked you to try out for something that you might not make, to sit next to someone who was sitting alone, or to say, I don't understand this, and I need help, and I'm not doing okay right now. Belonging required your courage every single day, and you gave it. Now, here's the bittersweet truth at the center of every graduation. You are about to leave the home that you built. The hallways will still be there, the gym, the cafeteria, but your version of Binghamton High School, the one with your particular combination of people and memories and moments that meant everything, belongs to you now. You're taking it with you as you walk across this red carpet. But just like Dorothy clicking her heels, the power was never in the shoes. It was in her all along. You've already learned the hardest part. You know how to walk into a room where you don't know anyone. You know how to show up imperfectly on the days when it's hard. You know how to find a friend, how to ask for help, how to stay when leaving would be so much easier. And you will do it again. And someday, likely sooner than you think, some nervous person's going to walk into your world looking a little lost, and you're going to smile at them because you're going to remember exactly how it feels, and you'll already know something that they don't, that they're going to be okay, and that they're going to belong. Because belonging is not something a place gives you. It is something that you build with courage and showing up and choosing to stay. And now that you know, you lived it, which means you can show them, not just by telling them, but by being the person who makes room. That is the gift that you are carrying away with you today. You have always had that power, the power to walk into the unknown and make something of it, the power to reach across the room towards someone who needs it. Glinda wasn't being cruel when she kept that secret from Dorothy. She was being wise, because some things cannot be handed to you. They have to be earned through the journey, and you have earned it. Now, I want you to go out and use it. There is no place like home, but know that Binghamton will always be yours, and wherever you go next, you indeed will make another one. Congratulations to the wickedly spectacular Class of 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson. Please welcome to the podium our Binghamton High School principal, Mr. Kevin J. Richmond.
Good afternoon. Graduates, families, friends, members of the Board of Education, and members of the Binghamton staff who are here with us today at Visions Veterans Memorial Arena. As you may know, graduation is my favorite day of the year. It is the moment when we get to celebrate the purpose of our work as educators, helping students grow, learn, and arrive at this important milestone. From the very beginning of your educational journey, whether that began here in Binghamton or somewhere else, there have been people working to guide you, encourage you, and help prepare you for this day. Today represents the completion of an important chapter, but more importantly, it marks the beginning of everything still ahead of you. I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize the parents, guardians, families, and friends who have walked beside our graduates throughout this journey. At this time, I'd ask everyone who is seated around the arena to please stand. Graduates, please turn around and show your appreciation with a big round of applause for the people who have loved you, supported you. These are the people that pushed you, believed in you. Thank you, all of you, for everything you've done to make this day possible. You may be seated. I'd also like to thank the dedicated staff of the Binghamton City School District, to our administrators, our teachers, our counselors, our social workers, our support staff, and every district employee here today. Whether you're seated behind me or joining us from the stands, I would ask all of you to please stand to be recognized. Your care, your guidance, and your commitment have helped bring our students to this moment. You have made a difference in their lives, and we're grateful for the work you do every day. Thank you. I also want to give a special recognition to the Binghamton High School administrative team. Their support, their leadership, and their commitment to our school community means more than I can express. I'd ask the following administrators to please stand. Associate Principal, Mrs. Miriam Purdy. Associate Principal, Mrs. Paula Grassi. Assistant Principal, Mr. Eldis Clark. Assistant Principal, Mrs. Angela Panagrosso. and our Dean of Students, Ms. Jessica Zawinski. Your hard work, dedication, and willingness to go above and beyond have played an important role in supporting our students and staff. Thank you for all that you have done. I'd also like to acknowledge our district administrators for their continued leadership and support. Please join me in recognizing Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Tanya Thompson, Assistant Superintendent for Instruction and Budget, Dr. Jennifer Dove, Executive Director of Human Resources and Operations, Mr. Eric Wilson, and Director of Personnel, Mrs. Dawn Adams. Thank you for your support of Binghamton High School and for your commitment to our students and families. I also want to extend a sincere appreciation to everyone who worked behind the scenes to make today's ceremony possible. From James Byron and his team, to Chris Whalen and Jay Bradley from our public relations team, our photographer, Jeff Miller, the entire Yanchevitz family, Colleen Maribido, Lynette Turner, Andrea Mathis, Judy Fricaro, and the rest of our clerical staff. Our school safety, or our blue shirts, as the kids call them, the Binghamton Police Department, especially our school resource officer, Officer Leon, the Visions Arena staff, and so many others. Thank you for the time, planning, and care you put into this day. And a final very special thanks goes to Miss Anna Conley. Ms. Conley, without you, so much of what happens in this building, including today, simply would just not be possible. You have been my right hand. We all know who truly runs the building, it's definitely not me. You have been my right hand. You have been my steady support, my biggest cheerleader, and someone I've counted on every single day. More than that, you become a true friend. Your loyalty, your hard work, and care for the school has meant more to me than I could ever put into words. Thank you for everything you've done for me and for our school. Love you. All right, graduates, this part's now for you. And feel free to make some noise when I announce your elementary and middle school. Whether you began your journey at Benjamin Franklin, Calvin Coolidge, Horace Mann, MacArthur, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, or Woodrow Wilson, and whether you continued on at East Middle School or West Middle School, you're all here today because you have made it. This year, we are proudly celebrating 4 graduates from our PALS program. Binghamton High School is a stronger, more compassionate, and more inclusive place because of programs like our PALS. This program reflects our belief that every student deserves to be seen, supported, included, and valued for who they are. PALS reminds us that every student brings something meaningful to our school community, and that our differences are not something to overlook, they're something to celebrate. 90 of you are graduating as honor graduates. To be an honor graduate, you have to have completed your coursework with a GPA of 87 or higher. 29 of you sitting in front of me are members of the National Honor Society. 10 of you belong to the Math Honor Society. 6 of you to the Business and Marketing Honor Society. 13 to the Tri-M Music Honor Society. 7 to the Science Honor Society. 6 of you are graduating with the Project Lead the Way Pre-Engineering and Technology Distinction. And 11 of you are graduating from our P-Tech program. 2 of you have chose to serve our country by joining the armed forces. Thank you for your commitment and service to our country. 4 of you are graduating with the New York State Seal of Biliteracy in 1 language, and 2 of you are receiving it for 2 languages. 49 of you are graduating with the New York State Seal of Technical Endorsement, 43 of you are graduating with the New York State Seal of Civic Readiness. 7 of you are New York State Excellence Award candidates. And 1 of you have received the Presidential Education Award. Truly impressive. 10 of you have accomplished the remarkable feat of earning a full international baccalaureate diploma. I'd ask Talia, Tat, Samantha, Eva, Elena, Caitlin, Nazara, Hannah, and Lillian, and Finch to please stand so we can recognize and applaud your achievement. Three of you have earned the International Baccalaureate Diploma for the career-related program. I'd ask Francis, Justin, and Bonham to please stand and also be recognized. I'd also like to congratulate our top 25 academic students. If the 25 of you would please stand and be recognized. Four of our seniors were Visions interns and placed first out of 9 schools at the Visions Federal Credit Union capstone event. 19 of you signed with a local company entering the workforce from your BOCES placement, giving you a head start in the next chapter of your life. We're also incredibly proud to recognize the incredible accomplishments of our students in the arts. Impressively, 80 members of this graduating class are graduating with the distinction from the Rod Serling School of Fine Arts. This year we had 2 all-state singers, including 1 student who earned a perfect score of a 100 on a level 6 NYSSMA solo. Francis Otero, please stand and be recognized. Francis, not to embarrass you more, but I just heard it was your birthday, so happy birthday. One of your classmates also helped launch our new drum line, the Patriot Pulse, and served as its first drum captain. In addition, 5 seniors were members of our dance team that competed in the United States Tournament of Dance at Binghamton University. They earned 2 High Point Gold Awards and won the overall high school score for both small and large groups in the 16 to 19 age division. Our senior athletes have also had an outstanding year. Among this graduating class, we have 1 senior bowler who earned all conference honors, one baseball player who was named all division, and that same student also earned all conference recognition in golf and advanced to the state tournament. In soccer, 3 students earned all division honors, and 1 was also being named all conference. 1 senior wrestler earned all division recognition. 1 of our female wrestlers placed 3rd in the state. In lacrosse, 1 senior goalie received the USA Lacrosse Bob Scott Award, becoming the first Section 4 player to ever win that honor. 2 of our female lacrosse players were named Section 4 All-Stars, with 1 earning first team division honors and the other earning second team division honors. Our girls flag football team finished an incredible season with a 14-2 record, won the sectional championship, and advanced to compete at states. We also celebrate our boys soccer team, which captured the first Section 4 soccer championship in program history. But what makes this team even more special is the diversity of its players, with ties to the countries of Jordan, Afghanistan, Haiti, Jamaica, Honduras, Mexico, Vietnam, Portugal, and many, many others. This team represents what a Patriot athletic team is really all about. One of your classmates advanced to states in track and field for 2 consecutive years, holds 3 records in the 1,000 meters, 800 meter, and 1,500 meter, and won 3 sectional titles. She will continue her athletic career at Lehigh University. Our Binghamton Unified basketball team also captured the league championship this season. Watching our students and their peers compete together was much more than basketball. It was about teamwork, inclusion, friendship, and the power of bringing students together. Another one of your classmates will continue his track and field career at Rutgers University. He won both the New York State Class A and Federation high jump titles and is currently ranked 17th in the country. He first broke the school record with a jump of 6 feet 11 inches and then broke his own record by clearing 7 feet this past May. Just 2 days ago, on June 26, 2026, Broome County officially named the day Milo Wilson Day in Broome County. But I'll tell you, what I'll remember most about Milo is his kindness and just being a good human being. Congratulations and good luck as you continue your journey as a Scarlet Knight. Milo, you just stood up, but stand up again so we can recognize you officially. I've never had a day named after me. That's pretty awesome. In total, 10 members of this graduating class will continue competing in their sports at the collegiate level. You have classmates that are going to some of the top schools in the country, including Binghamton University, SUNY Albany, Rutgers University, Rochester Institute of Technology, University of Virginia, Harvard University, Yale University, and finally, we have someone going to the Syracuse University. Where's Hunt? Hunt, good luck in your endeavors at SU, and go Orange. Now, this graduating class isn't solely defined by data or achievements, so let me share some stories. One of your classmates came to the United States from Southeast Asia following political turmoil, a military coup, and the civil war that followed. Despite the adversity connected to leaving his native country and transitioning to life in the United States, he has built an outstanding record of academic, extracurricular, and personal achievement. He excelled in the classroom with a 103.6 GPA and also became deeply involved in the school community. He's a member of the National Honor Society, Vice President of the Science Honor Society, Secretary of the Math Honor Society, a member of the Tri-M Music Honor Society, President of the Asian Culture Club, Vice President of the Chess Club, member of the Technology Club, Mathlete, Science Club, and Youth Environmental Society. He was also named the recipient of this year's prestigious Patriot Scholarship. He is graduating today. One of your classmates comes from a hardworking immigrant family. With his father unable to work due to serious health issues and his mother working long hours to support the household, this student had to grow up quickly. As the youngest sibling, he often had to navigate school and life with limited support at home. During his 9th and 10th grade year, he struggled with attendance, focus, and staying on track academically. At one point, he was not on pace to graduate at all. Through the support of the PATS program, he found structure, encouragement, and a sense of belonging. Over time, he matured, recovered the credits he needed, and continues working construction to help his family. Today, he is graduating on time and will be joining the Navy, fulfilling his lifelong goal of serving our country. One of your classmates joined the wrestling team as a freshman when girls wrestling still followed boys' rules. By sophomore year, she won the stack championship, becoming Binghamton's first wrestling stack champion since at least 1980, and earned an invitation to the State Girls Invitational. As a junior, she repeated as a stack champion and placed 3rd at the state tournament in Albany. becoming Binghamton High School's first state wrestler placed winner ever since 1970. Between junior and senior year, she joined the Army National Guard Reserves, completed basic training at Fort Jackson, and graduated as a specialist. Although injury ended her senior season, she will continue wrestling at Buffalo State. Today, she graduates as a champion, a soldier, and a future college athlete. One of your classmates did not find her younger years of education to be the easiest. She often moved and got involved in drama that distracted her from academics. It wasn't until she came to Binghamton High School and joined the PATS program that she found herself. With the relationships she formed and the family atmosphere she felt, she found herself greatly excelling for the first time in her academic life. She became a leader in the PATS program who not only got along with her peers, but also formed great relationships with all the adults she was working with. By 11th grade, she was excelling at BOCES, working outside of school, and started to think about her future. She'll be the first in her family to attend college when she begins BCC this fall. She wrote a scholarship essay that summarized her plans for the future, and I thought I'd read some of it to you. She wrote, "I feel a strong desire to stay connected to Binghamton after graduation. I want to return to the same community that once supported me and gave back as an educator. My goal is to become a teacher who provides students with the same sense of safety, encouragement, and belonging that I was given. I want to help students who may be struggling academically or personally just as I once did. Staying connected to Binghamton is important to me because it represents growth, second chances, and community support. It is not where I went to school, but where I learned who I am meant to become," end quote. On a personal note, I could not be prouder of this exceptional young lady as she is graduating today. For the past 5 weeks, one of your classmates has been fighting for her life in the cardiac ICU in Rochester. She was on life support for 3 weeks. What started as the flu turned into an extremely rare case, which only affects 1 in 500,000 people. Her heart, lungs, and kidneys stopped working, and she nearly lost her life multiple times. She even spent her 18th birthday in the ICU. She's currently undergone 34 procedures and has more to go. Kaylee Hayslip has a long road to recovery. She's gonna have some amputations and possibly lasting heart and kidney problems. She's gonna have to relearn how to use every muscle in her body and will ultimately learn to relive her life again. Today, Ms. Hampton will be accepting Kaylee's diploma on her behalf. So we're gonna do something special for Kaylee, who is currently watching live with her family from her hospital bed. Now, some of you may know that University of Iowa, at the end of every first quarter at their football game, have the entire stadium turn and wave to the children's hospital that overlooks the stadium. So I thought we could do the same for Kaylee today. In just a minute, don't move yet, I want the entire arena to stand up and wave to Kaylee on our live stream. I'm gonna come down to the student section and get this started. If everyone could stand up at this time. All right, so I want everyone to start waving and make some lots of noise for Kaylee. Keep going, keep that noise up. Let's get loud in here. Keep going, keep going. All right, everyone keep standing. I'm gonna count down from 3, and when I get down to 1, I want everyone to yell, "You got this, Kaylee." We ready? 3, 2, 1. Thank you, everybody. I know that means a lot to her family as they are watching right now. Kaylee, we wish you all the best and cannot wait to see you up and moving in the near future. Each of you took a different path to get here. Some of you have been patriots since elementary school, while others joined us from another district, state, or country. Some of you face challenges most people never fully understand. Loss of life, family hardship, becoming the first in your family to graduate, or starting over in a new place. I wish I had time to tell every one of your stories because each of them matter. But what I want you to know today is this: your presence here is proof of your resilience. You did not arrive at graduation by accident. You earned your place here through effort, perseverance, and strength. Many of you know that in my office I have a huge flag that says you can have results or excuses, not both. Well, guess what? Today you showed up with results and not excuses. That is what being a patriot is about. Means getting up when life knocks you down, choosing effort when excuses would be easier, and refusing to let challenges define your future. As you move forward, remember that your choices, your attitude, your effort, they matter. Your diploma shows the world that you can commit, overcome, and finish what you started today. Before I close, I want to take a moment to share something personal with all of you. Today's especially meaningful for me because this will be my final high school graduation as principal of Binghamton High School. Soon I'll be returning to Long Island to begin a new role as an assistant superintendent in the same school district where I once graduated as a student. It's a very powerful full circle moment for me, but I know this with absolute certainty. I would not be prepared for the next chapter of my life without the 9 incredible years I've spent here at Binghamton High School. Serving as your principal of this school has been one of the greatest privileges of my life. This place has taught me, tested me, inspired me, and made me better. I love this work because of our staff and because of our students. The staff here do more than teach. They love our kids. They show that love in small moments, the difficult moments, the quiet moments, and that everyday actions that often go unseen but matter deeply. And to our students, to all of you, thank you. Thank you for your spirit, your honesty, your resilience, and your heart. There is something powerful in being from Binghamton. There's a toughness in there. There's pride in there. There's grit in there. There's heart. Over the years, when I've told people that I am the principal of Binghamton High School, I've sometimes seen their reaction change. I've heard comments like, "Oh, you work at Binghamton High School? I don't know how you do that." But I've always known exactly how to do it. I do it because I want too many people outside this community do not always get to see. I know how incredible our students are. I know their kindness. I know their strength. I know their stories. I know how much they overcome, and I know how much pride lives inside this school. Graduates, as you leave here today, never lose sight of where you come from. Hold on to the lessons you learned here, and I do not only mean the lessons from your classroom, though those are important too. Remember the lessons that come from being a part of a school as diverse, complex, real, and beautiful as Binghamton High School. Remember what it means to learn besides people who may not look like you, live like you, believe what you believe, or see the world you see it. That experience is a gift. It teaches us we can come from different backgrounds, hold different opinions, and see life through different lenses, while still caring for one another, respecting one another, and showing love to one another. And honestly, I think that's something our world needs right now. Too often, people tear each other down because they do not agree instead of trying to understand one another. Too often, we forget that loving our neighbor does not mean we have to think exactly like them. Binghamton High School teaches a different lesson. Teaches us that respect matters. Teaches us that people can disagree and still care about each other. It teaches us that our differences don't have to divide us, they can actually make us stronger. That is what makes this place so special. And I truly believe that everyone in the country could use a little more of the lessons learned inside Binghamton High School. Let those lessons stay with you. Let them make you more open-minded, more compassionate, more understanding, and more prepared for the world beyond these walls. I'm grateful for the trust this community has placed in me over the years. Leadership is not always easy, and I know there are moments when I did not get everything perfect. I know there are times when we may not have seen everything the same way, but I hope you always knew that my heart was in the right place. Every decision, every hard conversation, every long day, every difficult moment came back to one purpose: doing what I believe was best for our students, our staff, and this school. For me, it was always about our kids, because I love our students. Binghamton High School will always be a part of who I am. The students, the staff, the celebrations, the challenges, the laughter, the hard days, the unforgettable days, all of it will stay with me. This school has left a permanent mark on my heart, both personally and professionally. And while they may be leaving this role, I will always be proud to say that I had the honor of serving as the principal of Binghamton High School. To the entire Binghamton community, thank you for allowing me to be part of such an incredible school and for trusting me with the responsibility of serving the students of Binghamton. To our students, always remember to believe in yourself, belong to something great, and become the person of your dreams. And no matter where life takes you, never forget, once a patriot, always a patriot. So graduates, for the last time ever, I will say the first sentence and then please repeat after me. I believe in myself. I control my choices. I can overcome obstacles. I accept myself and others. I will come to school every day. You don't have to come anymore. I will become the best version of myself. And nice loud for everyone to hear, I am graduating today. Thank you. And remember, if no one told you he loved you today, here at Binghamton High School, I do. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Richmond. We will now hear from someone I'm lucky enough to call my best friend and our salutatorian, Tatev Dadian.
Dear faculty, families, and my fellow graduates, good afternoon. It is a tremendous honor to be standing before you today as the salutatorian of our graduating class. Before I begin, I would like to thank the people who made this moment possible. To my family, my mom, who has guided me through life and helped me become the person I am today. My dad, who has always encouraged me to pursue my goals and push me to be my best. And to my sister and brother for the countless laughs, arguments, and memories made along the way. I would not be standing here without you. I would also like to recognize my grandpa, who passed away 2 years ago, who taught me to be proud of my Armenian heritage and to carry Armenia with me wherever life takes me. He has forever shaped the values and principles that define me today. To my Armenian community, thank you for keeping me connected to my culture, my faith, and my roots. You have reminded me that no matter how far I travel, I always have a place to call home. I would also like to thank our class president and valedictorian, Samantha Dalmolen, who I'm lucky enough to call my best friend. For the past 4 years, you have challenged me, supported me, and stood beside me through every success and setback. I truly do not know who I would be without your friendship. And finally, thank you to all of my teachers. You answered my endless questions, encouraged me when I doubted myself, and continued to believe in me even when I tested your patience by turning in every assignment in minutes before it was due. Your support has meant more than you know. Now, to my fellow graduates, as I thought about what I wanted to say today, I realized there's no shortage of advice I could give. We have spent years hearing about success, leadership, and achievement. Yet of all the lessons I could leave you with, one stands above the rest: kindness. When I was 8 years old, my family immigrated from Armenia to the United States. I arrived knowing no English. Everything felt unfamiliar: the language, the culture, and even the simplest conversations. At times, it was easy to feel completely alone, but I wasn't. I was surrounded by people who chose kindness, teachers who patiently helped me learn a new language, friends who welcomed me even when I struggled to communicate, neighbors, mentors, and family members who invested their time and care in me. Because of that support, I was given the opportunities that helped shape the rest of my life. Looking back, I now realize that none of my achievements belong solely to me. They are the result of countless people who invested their time, patience, and kindness in a young girl trying to find her place in a new world. That is my why kindness matters so much. When I look back on high school, I won't first think about grades, awards, or college acceptances. Those moments do matter, but they are not what I will miss most. What I will miss most are the people. Every morning, I looked forward to seeing all of you. I looked forward to the friendships, the laughter, and the brief conversations between classes. Those moments reminded me that our lives are not measured by what we achieve alone, but by the connections we build with others. As we leave here today, our paths will begin to separate. Some of us will attend college, others will enter the workforce, the military, or pursue different dreams. We will meet new people, face new challenges, and build new lives. But wherever life takes us, I hope we remember this: Tomorrow is never promised. Call your family, forgive your friends, tell people that you appreciate them, invest time into your relationships because someone once invested in you. We are the result of the people around us who chose to believe in us before we fully believed in ourselves. And most importantly, be the person who makes someone feel welcome. Say hello to the person sitting alone, offer help without being asked. You never know how much those small actions might mean. I know because years ago they meant everything to me. In a world that often celebrates achievements above all else, choose kindness, choose compassion, choose to make others feel seen and valued. Class of 2026, we are incredibly fortunate to have built relationships that make saying goodbye so difficult today. That sadness is proof of how much these connections matter. Congratulations, be kind, cherish one another, and never take the people you love for granted. Thank you.
Thank you, Tat. Members of the Board of Education, administrators, faculty and staff, families, friends, and of course, my fellow graduates of the class of 2026, I'd like to begin by thanking my family for grounding me in values of gratitude and open-mindedness that have carried me throughout high school. And again, thank you to our salutatorian and my best friend, Tat Abdadian, for 4 years of friendly competition. I truly wouldn't be standing here without you for somehow both pushing me and supporting me every step of the way. For those of you who didn't know me well in high school, I played a couple sports, but I took tennis most seriously. During my sophomore year, a private coach from a nearby town watched me play a match and told me something I've never forgotten. He told me that I, quote, don't play like a Binghamton kid. In the moment, I took it as a compliment. I think it was meant as a compliment. But the more I thought about it, the more I wondered what that really meant. I know many of us have heard some version of that comment before. The idea that excellence belongs somewhere else. That success is expected in other communities, but surprising in ours. I've come to realize that coach had it completely backwards. Everything I've accomplished has happened not despite being a Binghamton kid, but because I am one. Being a Binghamton kid means growing up alongside people whose stories look nothing like your own. It means learning not to be divided by those differences, but shaped by them. Learning to listen, to understand, and see the world a little differently. It means knowing when to look past something and when to stand up for who and what you believe in. And it means carrying a unique pride and sticking together, even when we've been counted out. Our teachers reinforced those lessons every day. They gave us grace when life outside of school got heavy. They reminded us, in ways I know we take for granted, that we were worth believing in. So that coach's comment stayed with me, not because it was about me, but because about us, about all of you. I've always been protective of this district, and today, looking out at all of you, I'm reminded exactly why. I see people who kept going, even when life asked more of them than it should have. I see people who, despite the odds, despite our differences, continue to show up for one another. Today, I see a community whose strength runs deeper than most will ever know. Every person sitting here today has helped shape what the Binghamton City School District is. And as we leave this place, there will be people who think they already know our story because of where we're from. Let them be wrong. Show them what a Binghamton kid looks like. Someone who works hard, who cares about others, who shows that strength and compassion can exist in the same person. Show them someone who approaches the world with the understanding that our differences make us stronger. Because we do live in a world that isn't always kind. It's not always patient or willing to understand people whose lives look different from its own. But we can be. Wherever life takes us next, may we carry these lessons with us. And may we never forget what it means to play like a Binghamton kid. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2026. I would now like to invite Mr. Richmond back to the podium for the presentation of the class of 2026.
In just a moment, we will begin the highly anticipated presentation of diplomas. Students, I'd ask you please follow the directions of our faculty chaperones as they guide you to line up. Also, don't forget to collect your graduation packet as you leave the arena today. Dr. Thompson, President Seeprasad, esteemed members of the Board of Education, as the principal of Binghamton High School, I proudly certify that the students seated before us have met all the requirements set forth by the New York State Department of Education. It is truly, truly my distinct honor to present to all of you for the awarding of diplomas, the Patriots of Binghamton High School's class of 2026.
Anas Abdallah. Anaya Abel. Samari Abel Barnes. Corey Agosto. Sincere Alabi. Karzai Alexander. Faisal El Shreidi. Zariah Anderson. Abrielle Ash. Sophia Bagg. Jason Banks. Amadou Berry. Lilith Basket. Jeremy Bastian Ortiz. Alexandria Beecham. Michaela Beam. Talia Bozil. Katai Bell. Dominic Bernthon. Liana Balo. Akua Botang. Jalia Bowman.
Zienna Brady. Elizabeth Brewer. Derek Brown Jr. Allison Brown. Lulani Brown. Madison Brown. Zion Brown. Nakaya Bryant. Nakaira Bryant. Nazir Burton. Troy Kalekka. Michael Collegio. Remy Campbell. Jaden Chapman Tarvin. Lily Cherikova. Miranda Takuma. Hunt Chio. Skyla Cintron Davila. Chloe Collins. Sierra Connett. Palmer Copeland. Noah Corey. Chelsea Corley. Camilla Cox. Nova Cox. Natalie Cron. Tatev Dadian. Samantha Del Mullen. Prince Darden. Kylie Davis. Drayden Dater. Jason DeBella. Eva D'Annunzio Welch. Elena Donahue. Caitlin Donahue. Sal Durham. Emma Dvorsky Smay. Emily Dwyer. Ava Easterling. Cassidy Eckhart. Kalia Edwards.
Jaquel Elcock. Giamani Evans. Kingdom Fallade. Maya Fan. Joshua Figueroa. Jack Francisco. Jaheim Frazier. Patrick Frederic Jr. Imani Freeman. Ryan Gahagan. Evan Gall. Imani Galloway. Antonio Gardner. Kira Gardner. Dominic Gerchins. Marie Germain. Xavier Gillette. Cadence Gillette. Josie Giordani. Tara Golovin. Jesus Gonzalez Elisea. Kamari Goodman. Avery Gordon. Jalil Gore. Colin Gorgon. Deanna Gray. Haley Griswold. Jim Getz Baez. Faith Hale. Justin Hallett. Ajane Hanks. Aiden Hawk. Marina Harrison. Williams Harvey Jr. Kaylee Hayslip. Corey Heineman. Dean Henniker. Nazara Henry. Ashley Hoyt. Logan Huckle. Aiden Hurley. Latrell Hutcherson. Dave Imhotep. King Isaac.
Hannah Jang. Jordan J. Quesh Perkins. Jakari Joe. Elijah Johnson. Tavia Johnson. Jareem Jones. Thomas Jones. Oneida Lorena Juarez Orsinguera. Justin Katz. Olivia Kennedy Richardson. Jamat Kinsey. Aliza Coaches. Lillian Kolb. Isabel Ladd. Joseph Lamery. Alexis Lara Salinas. Jonah Lawn. Michelle Lee. Neely. Finch Leeson Schatz. Alexis Lobo. Eric Lorenz Jr. Alan McClory. Asa Mata. Janiyah Maiden. Ana Iris Yvette Martinez. Adina Marching. Samira Matthews. Nia Mattioli. Callie McComas. Lamario McCrory. Faith McGonigal. Brady McManus. Lamaya McNeil. Andrew Malunas. Zachary Mendoza. Shiloh Mileski.
Mary Grace Miner. Benito Molina. Etana Murray. Pericles Negros. Nicholas Nemhard. Lillian Newton McManus. Kingston Nguyen. Mian Nguyen. Eva Alicia Nunez Thongthip. Jaden Oakley. Stephen Odell. Jennifer Oliva. Ryan Oliver. Francis Jamari Orion. Selena Ortiz. Francis Otero. Angel Perez. Jeanette Perry. Abby Phillips Lazarus.
Jada Pitt. Sandos Kasim. Saskia Curet. Aiden Rader. Brianna Relier. Brianna Reyes. Jasleen Richard. Shalea Rivera. Mohammed Jamal Roberts. Nadia Rodriguez. Ozias Rosa. Gabriela Rosada Vargas. Athena Rose. Jasmine Ross. Oliver Rouse. Kimora Sadiq. Ava Sager. Emma Sager. Rebecca St. Jalus. Nora Sala Obadi. Devante Santiago. Yazel Sapp. Alana Schiffer. Rashid Scott. Caleb Seaman. Demetriana Shannon. Joshua Shirak. Matthew Sereno. Craig Smith. Kamori Smith. Samuel Smith. Christopher Summers. Carter Sodivangsa. Justin Spencer.
John Steed. Adonis Stevens. Richard Testa. Jada Thomas. Gianna Thomas. Aaliyah Thompson. Lily Thompson. Armani Torres. Sebastian Torres. Jordan Tran. Jamel Trapp. Olivia Travis. Navasia Tribble. Jordan Tucker. Gabriella Turner. Mark Twining. Zariah Tyler. Anthony Valentine. Gaspar Vasquez. Anthony Vest. Bonham Vimislicki. Melina Walker. Jadelyn Walsh. Michaela Walsh. Mahogany Watkins. Brandon Watkiss. Alea Wells. Ricora Wiggins. Alexander Wilbur. Madison Wilbur. Jaden Wilkerson. Adrian Williams. Destiny Wilson. Milo Wilson. Gary Wilson. Shaquane Wright.
Graduates, please rise. Graduates, please move your tassels from right to left as you are now officially alumni of Binghamton High School. Ladies and gentlemen, the Binghamton High School Class of 2026.
This concludes our 2026 commencement ceremony. Graduates, please proceed to the main hallway to pick up your diplomas. Please exit the arena carefully and meet your families and guests outside of the building near the north entrance. Congratulations and have a wonderful afternoon.